All right, this is Scare Talk. I am Danny, and I am here with Cuddly Katrina. And we're going to talk about something that isn't so cute and cuddly. We're going to talk about the Terrifier 3 trailer. We're going to react to it. We're going to watch it with you, and then we're going to talk about it a little bit. So It is officially out. You guys can go to YouTube and watch it with us, and it'll also be on the screen here. So let's get it up.
Let's do it.
All right. 1, 2, 3, go.
You survived the most famous serial killer since Jack the Ripper. The 5-year anniversary is coming up. I think a lot of people would really like to hear from you after all this time. Want to know what it's like to be in the presence of that kind of evil. What goes through your brain when he's close enough to you and feel his breath.
Oh, man.
I have those glasses.
You do.
I saw him today.
Who? How can you be sure it was really him?
I can feel it.
Who is this Santa? He's scaring my kid.
Yeah, he's scaring me too.
Hey, Santa's handing out presents!
He doesn't even have his Santa mask on. Oh, man.
Why would he come back here? Even if he was alive, which he isn't. Wouldn't he want to get as far away from here as possible, as far away from you?
We both know this isn't over.
Uh-oh.
I have to go back to the Terrifier.
Still buried
What's
there, isn't
that?
it?
Yeah.
Might be the only thing that can stop them.
Oh, is that her? That's what I was
What
wondering.
was that?
What was that?
He looked super skinny. Huh?
Looking forward to the best Christmas ever, filled with fun, smiles, and laughter.
Okay. Is that a cookie or a Pringle? Ah!
Okay.
He looked skinny because I think it was just his head.
But there was a body.
It was on her bot. Like, it,
Oh, I don't know.
I don't
That
know.
looked weird.
okay.
It looked like he was on a body, but it was like a deflated body or something. I don't know.
Maybe it
looked
was.
weird. Yeah, maybe his body needs to build.
Yeah. Yeah, he needed his power back.
So this one looks like they're trying to be scary to
Yeah.
me. It looks like it's not just going to be about the, over the top kills. Like they're actually going to try to scare you with this one.
There were a few times I think I jumped.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I hope there's some of that art silliness, and some
Oh,
of those
definitely, I
faces
think-
and stuff. And
Yeah.
we saw some of
I
that
think
in
there is. Yeah.
But I feel like it's gonna be like a scarier movie.
Yeah.
Yeah. What do you think of that scene with the kids running up to him and he's Santa at
Yeah.
the mall or whatever?
I was expecting him to have the Santa mask on
Oh,
at that time
yeah.
because you would think, like, if the kids are going to run up there,
Yeah.
they would run away by the time they see his face.
Yeah, they're not
um,
going to try to get his
And I'm like nervous because I'm hoping, I don't know, like, I don't want to see like some massacre of kids, like,
Yeah.
but it made me wonder if it's going to be something kind of more similar to the Clown Cafe.
Clown Cafe.
Yeah. Like that kind of
Like a
thing.
segment like that.
It
yeah.
didn't look like it, but I
Yeah.
wondered because like with the kids and everything.
Yeah.
But
The
then
way
when
that the
she
kids are
screams,
acting and stuff.
yeah. And then when she screams, Julian.
Yeah. Yeah.
Like, yeah.
I could see that. I could see that being like another dream sequence that
Yeah.
Sienna
Yeah.
has or something.
Yeah. Well, and I'm really I kind of wanted a little bit of a clue or some reason as to why it's Christmas.
Mm-hmm.
I just am still like, I can see Christmas being a cool way to do it because it has great colors, great, a great theme to it. And like having a horror Christmas movie is great.
Yeah. And he's got his sack.
Yeah.
Which he already had before.
Already has, yeah. But for Terrifier, who's a Halloween character, to turn to Christmas, I feel like there's got to be an explanation as to why it would be Christmas time.
Yeah.
So I'm looking forward to seeing if there is some kind of explanation.
Yeah, maybe it has to do with like her sword. Like maybe that was a Christmas present or something.
Okay. Predictions over here.
I think, well, she says like, I got to go back to the Terrifier.
Got it.
And, like,
yeah.
Was it buried in there? I'm thinking it was the sword.
Well, isn't that what her brother says?
Yeah.
Yeah. And I didn't. Oh, it was the ride that was called the Terrifier.
Yeah, I don't think it was a ride. It was like a haunted house.
Yeah. But okay, because I was like, what do they mean by go back to the Terrifier?
Yeah.
But now I remember.
Yeah.
Okay.
And that's where it all went down.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. I was trying to see it some of it was pretty fast, but I was like, did it show the little girl?
From the like trailer that we saw before. Oh, you're talking about the little the pale girl?
Yeah,
the
pale
clown?
girl.
Yeah, I
feel like I saw a glimpse of was that, but it went so fast I couldn't tell. Because there were certain scenes that were just like
yeah.
I hope I would love to see her again. She was awesome. Now it was interesting that it was 5 years later. And I was thinking, how are they going to do 5 years later when it wasn't that long ago that they did the movie? But they all do look much older. And it makes me wonder how far they did the filming.
Well, that's
before actually
because it was supposed to come out in 2020. And so it got delayed. So they probably did a good amount of the filming like early 2020, 2021. It didn't come out until 2022.
Yeah, so the actors may be a good 5 years early.
Around that.
I mean, 5 years older. That's the word I'm looking for.
Yeah. Around that.
Yeah, okay. So that makes more sense because I'm like, wow, they really like aged them well. Because that was like something I was like 5 years, but the brother definitely did look older.
Looks older.
Yeah.
So there's a scene with the chainsaw.
Well, and the scene with him eating the cookies.
Yeah.
I'm like, that just took me back to him like eating the mashed potatoes on the table.
Oh, and he like smashes it in her face.
Like, I'm like, oh man, I'm excited to see how that full scene plays out.
Yeah.
And so they don't have a mom
right
at this point. I'm wondering like if it'll give some background story as to like what happened in these last 5 years, because part of the story there was Chris Jericho there. And so he is like at that mental institution where art is reborn. And so he's gonna, I imagine, find that, which is
something's gonna
during
have to go
that
down.
timeline.
Yeah, something's gonna have to go down, and then we're gonna have to skip forward
Yeah.
5 years.
Yeah. So I'm curious to see like what they've been doing for the last 5 years.
Yeah.
And who they've been raised by and all that. And like what kind of research they continued to look for around their dad and everything.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
So
I guess
that'll
we'll
be
see.
cool. Yeah.
Yeah, the 5-year gap is going to be interesting to learn. Also, like, why is Art back? And yeah, why is it Christmas?
So what do you mean by why is Art back?
Like, is he just coming back to kill them? Like, what's his motivation?
Okay.
You know?
Yeah. Does he ever have a motivation?
Yeah, I guess not.
Yeah. I'm not sure. I
Are
feel
we
like
gonna
the
learn some
second
motive?
movie we started, I don't know that we learned about a motivation, but like that there is something deeper
Some
to him.
connection there. Yeah.
I'm excited to see so like you mentioned, he had his chainsaw. I'm excited to see what other kind of like weapons he has, because the second one there was this whole scene and everything of him like building new weapons. So this one, it seems like he has like ready-made weapons, like an axe and a chainsaw.
Yeah. He so there's a scene with a guy with like a almost like a knight's mask or like a welding mask or something.
Oh.
He's like hammering.
When you were like, who's that?
Yeah.
Okay,
like,
so
it's like you don't see.
I thought it looked like the
mouth.
Tin Man.
Kind of, yeah.
But I was thinking, okay, so then right after that scene, it shows the girl with, the crazy face and everything.
Yeah.
So I was thinking, is that her when I first saw it? But then,
maybe.
Then it showed the other one, and it was like, because at first I didn't think it was her, and then I wondered if it was her, and then it showed her, and I'm like, well, that's not the same, because he looked like he was like metal.
Yeah.
So
is there another character?
Maybe, because we didn't know who the pale girl was. She just randomly showed up.
Yeah.
So we'll see.
Yeah, so many things. I think it's a good trailer. It leaves a lot of questions for us, and that's a good thing. We want to have something to look forward to, not know all the plot points and not know, much at all. Yeah. We just know it's Christmas. Art is back. We got to see a little bit more of the scenes, but we know it's 5 years later. I guess
that's one thing we know
that we learned.
Yeah.
I wonder if it would be cool if he like killed a Santa. And like that's how he got the clothes. Like that would be a cool little like beginning kill.
Yeah. Yeah. What if he killed
the
Santa?
Like on the roof.
Yeah. Then he has like the reindeer flying around.
Oh my gosh. Yeah, that might be too much. Yeah, especially if they're trying to go scary. He does look scary when he's not in the Santa stuff. When they show him at different times and he's like, and like his face and stuff, like I feel like he looks a little scarier in this one.
Yeah, my heart was definitely pounding.
Yeah, he looks a little scarier, which is pretty cool. I did hear that there is a controversial scene, which I'm wondering if these are the kids.
Oh,
I don't know.
Okay,
but
we'll
also David Howard Thornton said he almost threw up during the filming.
Yikes!
But could be just a way to advertise.
Yeah.
So, all right.
Excited to see.
Well, we'll see. We'll be doing like a predictions episode when we get closer to the release, and Joel will be in on that one. So we'll have a further discussion about it. But there it is.
There it is. This has been Scare Talk. Sleep tight.
Don't let the Terrifier bite.